Hey, my name is Mo and welcome back to the show. This time, The Witness 6.1, and that's because in part 6, at the end I got cut off, although I was still willing to do some stuff, and that's simple because of the fact that my hard drive was just completely full, because yesterday I just recorded, and throughout the night I managed to upload all 6 parts. And now I'm pretty much willing to finish off part 6, I guess. That's why it's part 6.1. And this is going to be like, I don't know, maybe just 5 minutes. What we're willing to do, we're still on this shipwreck. We're going to check out the audio recording that was just up here. And actually do another audio recording. There's those scary noises again. Which is across the map, actually where we started off at, that I found while freely roaming around off screen. Because if you might remember in episode 1, the small castle, there were like these walls you could walk around on top. Turned out they actually did have a meaning, because there's another audio recording right there. So what I'm going to do, I found out you can still walk around while listening to these audio recordings without it like cutting off because you're too far away. So that's what we're going to do now. And while we listen to it, we're going to run back all the way down the ship, through the castle, over the landscape, and back to the other audio recording. So here we go.
A shipowner was about to send to sea an emigrant ship. He knew that she was old and not well built at the first, that she had seen many seas and climes, and often had needed repairs. Doubts had been suggested to him that possibly she was not seaworthy. These doubts preyed upon his mind and made him unhappy. He thought that perhaps he ought to have her thoroughly overhauled and refitted, even though this should put him at great expense. Before the ship sailed, however, he succeeded in overcoming these melancholy reflections. He said to himself that she had gone safely through so many voyages and weathered so many storms that it was idle to suppose she would not come safely home from this trip also. He would put his trust in Providence, which could hardly fail to protect all these unhappy families that were leaving their fatherland to seek for better times elsewhere. He would dismiss from his mind all ungenerous suspicions about the honesty of builders and contractors. In such ways, he acquired a sincere and comfortable conviction that his vessel was thoroughly safe and seaworthy. He watched her departure with a light heart, and benevolent wishes for the success of the exiles in their strange new home that was to be. And he got his insurance money when she went down in mid-ocean, and told no tales. What shall we say of him? Surely this, that he was verily guilty of the death of those families. It is admitted that he did sincerely believe in the soundness of his ship, but the sincerity of his conviction can in no wise help him, because he had no right to believe on such evidence as was before him. He had acquired his belief not by honestly earning it in patient investigation, but by stifling his doubts. And although in the end he may have felt so sure about it that he could not think otherwise, yet inasmuch as he had knowingly and willingly worked himself into that frame of mind, he must be held responsible for it. William K. Clifford, 1874.
Okay, very nice. It sounded more like a story about the shipwreck itself instead of some direct quote that gives you deep thoughts. But that was really nice. So here we are directly at the part at the beginning where you start off playing this game. And you can come up on these walls just like you saw me, and there's these couple of pillows, and just right there is another audio recording which we're going to listen to now.
Through many births, I have wandered on and on, searching for, but never finding, the builder of this house.
Was that it? Okay. That was, well, one very long one and one very short one. One last thing I wanted to do was retry this door here, which we did find in episode 1. We tried it in further episodes and didn't get to it. But now, I think I understand the part, because I had the theory that you go through black and white. Actually, what you do, you divide, you put the white ones in one section, right? And then you put the black ones in another section. Let me just, so, the white ones in one section, which would look something... There's another black one down there, so we gotta go this way. Did I just... No. Is this... Well, see, like, all the white ones are now inside and all the black ones are outside. Fuck me. Ugh. What is this? Oh, like a lockbox, I guess? Just... Well, it's a clear sketch of... Okay, so the next time whenever we come across 7 hexagons, we ought to remember this or even come back here. But that turned out quite well, because I noticed, as I again was looking through my recordings, you just notice it when you look at it again, that I did the same thing pretty much here as well. You see how, you know, it starts off here, you section off black and white, and again, and again, and it keeps on getting bigger. If we go further down the line, like on this one, you can see that the white is like on the inside, and the black on the outside, and here it's the other way around. The white's outside and the black's inside. So, that's going to get us, hopefully, much further into some of these, and I'm thinking of going into the castle next and trying out all of those puzzles, and hopefully trying to fire up the next cannon. But that's going to do it for this show. I hope you enjoyed this more short one. As I said, this is 6.1 as an extension to 6. Now I'll see you next time.